Good morning and welcome back to the channel, and today we are talking about something that sounds a bit cheeky but is actually a perfectly legitimate part of property law. Adverse possession, and how people in England can sometimes legally claim that extra bit of garden they have been using for years. This usually comes up when someone realizes that the fence line they have always treated as the boundary is not actually where the legal boundary sits. Maybe you moved in 10 or 15 years ago, the garden was already laid out, and you have been mowing, planting and maintaining a strip of land that technically belongs to the neighbor. Then one day you decide to sell, and the solicitor's plan shows that your garden is smaller than you thought. Awkward. We recently dealt with a client who had looked after a small strip of land at the back of their garden for over a decade. The previous owner had put the fence in the wrong place, and nobody questioned it for years. When our client tried to sell the house, the buyer's solicitor picked up the discrepancy on the land registry plan. Suddenly, what felt like a harmless bit of extra garden turned into a potential legal headache. Adverse possession is the legal process that can, in some circumstances, allow someone to become the legal owner of land they have occupied without the paper owner's permission. In England, the rules differ depending on whether the land is registered or unregistered. Most land is now registered, and the law is stricter than it used to be. Simply using land for a long time is not enough on its own. To have a realistic chance of a successful claim, your occupation needs to be factual exclusive and without the owner's consent. That means you are treating the land as your own, keeping others out, and not renting it or using it with permission. In real terms, that looks like fencing it and maintaining it and using it as part of your garden as if it has always been yours. Timing also matters. For registered land, you generally need to show at least 10 years of occupation before you can apply to the land registry. Even then, the legal owner will usually be notified and given the opportunity to object. If they do object, your application can fail unless certain specific conditions apply. This is where good legal advice is crucial, because the outcome often turns on fine detail. We often see cases where neighbors fall out over these small strips of land. What starts as a quiet assumption that it's always been like that can quickly turn into a dispute when money or a sale is involved. One neighbor might feel wronged, the other feels anxious about losing part of their garden, and suddenly nobody is on speaking terms. It is far better to get advice early, before emotions and legal costs escalate. In some situations, it may be more practical to negotiate with the neighbor and formally adjust the boundary, rather than relying on adverse possession. A sensible conversation, backed up by proper legal documentation, can sometimes save months of stress and uncertainty. At Blackstone Solicitors, we help homeowners navigate these issues with a mix of legal clarity and common sense. Adverse possession is not about grabbing land that is not yours. It is about recognizing long-standing occupation and bringing the legal paperwork into line with reality, where the law allows. If you are worried about your boundaries, or you have discovered that your garden is not quite what you thought it was, getting early advice can make all the difference. If you found this video useful, give it a like, subscribe for more practical property law insights, and feel free to get in touch with our team for tailored advice.